Last night, the Boston Celtics beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 107-94. It was a frustrating game to watch. It was painful. I'm a LeBron fan, and I somewhat can't even defend LeBron James after this game. I'll say this. The Cavs defense was terrible. It was so frustrating to watch for so many reasons. One of them was this. Everybody except for LeBron. LeBron James was giving effort the entire game on defense. And I hate to say it that way. I don't mean to always side with LeBron, but it's just the truth. LeBron James was pursuing people. He was trying to block shots, contesting shots, doing everything he could. But the rest of the Cavs team just gave awful, awful effort. It was embarrassing. It was hard to watch. There was no help defense. They were not rotating. They were not contesting shots. It was a mess. And in one of my notes I took down, I was like, how in the world could effort be an issue at this point in the NBA playoffs? How can you get this far, all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, and struggle with putting out effort? Effort is just a choice. I don't know how. Oh, man, it feels like the Cavs gave up. It feels like the Cavs said, yeah, you know what? Maybe this is the thought process. Maybe the Cavs feel like, you know what? We can't beat the Warriors, so we're just not going to try. I don't know. I will say this. I want to talk about LeBron James. Here is the scenario. There were 10 minutes left, and the Cavaliers were down 11 points. And I thought to myself, this is the moment. This is the moment when LeBron James must take over. He's going to make it happen. He's going to win this game for the Cavs. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and it never, ever came. LeBron James never, ever came through. LeBron James never made it happen. I kept waiting for it, and it just didn't work. It never happened. And I remember thinking, like, man, too many people not named LeBron James are taking shots. It was weird. I mean, the Cavs kept jacking up shots. They would do these. LeBron would take the ball up. He would do one outlet pass, and a guy would just jack up a terrible shot contested. It was ugly, man. It just, I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated. I really thought that we were going to see the Cavs bounce back in game 2, and that is just not what happened. I thought the Cavs were going to bounce back. I thought LeBron James was going to take over with 10 minutes left. Neither of those things happened, and that just sucks. It was sad. It was frustrating. It's really hard to have confidence now. If you're rooting for the Cavs like I am, I don't know. I don't know how you have any confidence in the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're down 2-0, and the Celtics have a far better coach. It is LeBron, like it's still LeBron James, but when there's effort, when you are concerned about a team's effort, see, it'd be one thing if it was LeBron James, and even though everybody sucks, they're giving it their all. It's LeBron James and a bunch of guys that just don't appear to be trying. That's concerning. I don't know how you overcome that. Even LeBron James, I don't know how you overcome that significant problem. And I want to point out, maybe it is this. Maybe the Cavaliers feel that even if we do somehow beat the Celtics, we're not going to be able to beat the Warriors or the Rockets. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's the truth. But because I want to remind you of the University of Central Florida and Auburn. Last year, Central Florida beat Auburn in a bowl game. And if you remember, it was because Auburn just barely missed the college football playoff. And Auburn had a complete lack of effort against UCF, and UCF beat Auburn. Effort's basic stuff. Even though you can make an argument, well, maybe the Cavs feel like even if they win, they're not going to have a chance in the finals. Doesn't matter. How can you be a professional basketball player at this point of your career, at this level, and not be putting forth the best effort? Because effort is just basic stuff. And it looked like the Cleveland Cavaliers completely checked out of the game. Actually, it was funny. NBC Sports Boston did a segment last night called Useless Cavs Players, Useless Cavs. And it talked about how, some people were just not involved. I don't know. You look at the stat line, and the Boston Celtics had 6 turnovers on offense. That's such a low number. If you don't know, I think late into the fourth quarter, the Celtics had only 4 turnovers. And I just wrote it down. I was like, man, that's unbelievable. So few. And part of that is because, the Celtics have incredibly good coaching. They play a clean brand of basketball. And part of that is simply the Cavs' effort on defense was awful. The Cavs were not going after live balls. They just weren't putting forth the effort it takes to win a playoff game. I don't know. It's not over. the Celtics Cavs series is not over. But if you're rooting for LeBron, it simply doesn't seem hopeful. It doesn't seem. I'm not excited. I don't have a lot of faith in the Cavs right now, and it's very concerning. I know it's LeBron James. I know he's overcome odds before, but it's hard to believe in LeBron right now. And especially if the Cavs don't bring forth their best effort, and I mean not just shooting-wise, not just percentage-wise. I mean, they got to bring effort. They got to hustle on Saturday in Game 3. And if they don't hustle, if they don't put forth effort on defense, the Cavs are in trouble, and the Cavs are not going to beat the Celtics, not at all. I don't know. I just repeat, man, how do you get to this stage in the NBA playoffs and have an issue with hustling? Hustling and effort? Like, really? Really? This isn't 6th grade basketball, guys. I just don't know. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, if you like it, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube. And if you really like this podcast, help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show.